Hi everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Chumps channel. Today we're gonna do a full review of the Saberforge Emerald Knight. So let's delve into it. Hi everybody, welcome back. We're gonna take a close-up look of the hilt now. Let's start with the details close-up. Start with the emitter section. The emitter section is actually very nice. It has two greeblies here, as you can see. And actually these greeblies can be removed, as you can see here. They actually help to retent the blade as well. So you have actually three retention screws. So you got each side of the greebly, the left side and the right side. So here, here and here. So three places where you can hold to the blade itself. And then the blade plug is very nice. It's a specific design for this hilt and it looks gorgeous. As Jordan Mo would say, it is an absolute fantastic looking blade plug. I really like this blade plug a lot. Of course this is an ASP saber, so we can remove the emitter section, which will reveal the threading and the timing shim. Put this aside for a second. So we have the inside of the hilt section, of the emitter section. And as you see, oh, it's nice and clean. I like the details on the emitter section. It's a really cool emitter. And this piece here lands for a nice gripping area as well. It's very comfortable. No sharp edges whatsoever. Put it back and show you the timing shim. So this timing shim already came with this saber. So you don't have to mess around with lining up stuff. Midsection of course is also a separate section. You can see the timing shim here. I could not remove it, so I keep it like this. Comes with these new dummy switches, easy to remove. You see these tabs here? You can just put your finger in, pry it out. It's just plastic, very easy to remove. Very nice knurled, grippy texture. We go to the bottom section, very nice. I really like this section here. Again, the knurl texture, and then over that there's a shroud, but the shroud does not move or doesn't feel like there is it's loose or something. It's all one solid piece. These edges are not sharp, at least not on mine. They're not sharp at all. Bottom section, cover deck wheel, and then we have the pommel. Now the pommel, I have to say, these edges here and these points here are pretty sharp. You see my nail, I just cut my nail. That is pretty darn sharp here. As you can see, that's pretty darn sharp. So be gentle with that, because you can, well, you won't stab your finger and get blood. But just very uncomfortable, and I think with these edges here you might draw some blood if on skin. Remove the pommel. Very shallow pommel, so the speaker can be very close to the end of the pommel, which is very nice because that means you have the speaker very close to you. Again, very clean threading, nice hilt, everything in tip-top shape. Put everything back. And for sizing, let's measure it up from top to bottom. And here we go. The overall length measures around 11.2 inches, and for diameter it measures around 4-ish, almost 4 inch, but that's with the shroud on it as well, so around 4 inch in diameter. Now just a size comparison. Just grab some sabers here. We got my Vader's Vault Acolyte. And then we also have my Vader's Vault Graflax, which is of course a much beefier saber. But you can see the saber lines up pretty well in between. A good measure in between the thinness of the combat class of Vader's Vault or Saberforge Apprentice hilt. And in terms of length, it's very similar to the Graflax. Of course, in terms of thickness, the main body, the Emerald Knight is slightly thinner. So let's go back to the verdict area. And welcome back. So now we're gonna cover the pros and cons and then we wrap it up. So I like the saber design a lot. It's a very unique design. It has the null gripping areas, which I love. I like this kind of texture on my sabers. It makes them more efficient in terms of usability because I have sweaty hands, so it's like nice firm grip on my saber, and this would be more like how my actual functional saber would look like when I would be a well, force sensitive person. But that's for a different video where we're going to talk a little bit more about what my persona is in the Star Wars universe, and I really encourage you to do that as well, because we need fantasy in our lives. We need to offset ourselves from all the horrible stuff in life. Anyway, that's not about this review is about. I like the whole design. Overall, this is a very cool hilt design. I like it from top to bottom. It's unique in its own way. It doesn't really look as a speeder handle to me, like it's supposed to be a speeder handle taken off from an Imperial speeder, for example, and then turned into a lightsaber because out of necessity. It doesn't look anything remote to a gripping area for a speeder bike to me, but it looks fantastic on its own. I really like the design. It's just, yeah, it's very unique looking, and I love the pommel section. It looks very cool, very cool. I like the whole emitter section with this sort of choke point, the two greeblies here on the side. The blade block is amazing. I really like this blade block. I like the recessed area for the control buttons. And overall, yeah, very cool. I like the null section here in the middle, and then having that shroud on top of it, which feels very comfortable to hold and wield. So overall, I'm super happy with this purchase. I think this is a good saber for everything, for heavy dueling, for spinning, for cosplay. Every aspect of this hilt is fantastic. Constructional wise, functionality, usability, I think they're all fantastic, and I think you can go any direction with this hilt. And there's also some cons. I think the edges here on the pommel are a little bit too sharp. They don't really hurt that much when you push it like this or when you get hit like that, but the edges on the sides, these ones, they can scrape on your skin and maybe, you know, indulge some blood coming out of your skin at some point, because there's some burrs on those edges, and it's very minor points. They're pretty sharp, honestly. And that's it. For the rest, nothing sharp, nothing hurtful, or nothing there that's uncomfortable or wrong, or glued on greebly, or a shroud that is loose or rattling or shaky. Nothing like that. This hilt is just fantastic. It's good. It's well constructed. It's well designed. Overall, I really dig it. So that's my take on the Saberforge Emerald Knight. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe for more. We're gonna install electronics together in this hilt in a later video, and I'm not gonna give away what blade color it will be. I have most of the parts already ready. It's a matter of time and dedication, and then we're gonna do the installation and have fun together. I hope you liked the video, and please, as I said, like and subscribe. It's really important to me because that shows that it's worth to keep buying lightsabers from different companies, so it's not only Saberforge or Vader's Vault, but also Ultra Sabers, Solos Hold, whatever. All these sabersmiths out there. There's now Kyberlight, and there are new saber companies coming every week. So I want to keep doing these reviews, but it's really helpful if you like the video, share them, and definitely subscribe, because if I see the subscriber amount going up, then I know I'm doing something good, and I continue doing these reviews, because otherwise it might not be worth to keep doing these lightsaber reviews. So anyway, hope to see you in the next video. Stay scummy, and see you later.